Lev on the back foot.
Already. We know this man's going to end up sitting at the top of the scoreboard.
Portal closed.
It's just whether or not there's anyone on the other side who can stop him. Primmie's the man we've been looking at, but taking that initial fight, well, it is going to be Primmie to get the kill. Trade is there, and now kiNgg steps up, leaving just a couple to try and stand, make it just one. JitBoyS on the wrong side of the map, plenty of time. And okay, that was a nice shot. A couple more of those, he might have a chance.
Yeah, listen, a few players are low, but that drop out of hookah is deadly, and they're all stacked up ready if they can find success against the squad of this caliber.
Hello. Immediate push through Governor. He's going to run into two players, though.
There, as they already have been in part. kiNgg's recovered that Vandal, and now Talon, 4 versus 5. Slightly better weapons for Leviatán. A little bit of damage done, but it's JitBoyS down to 30. A little bit of heal to come through. They've at least secured themselves 1 kill, but off that pick, they're not quick enough to take the site control. Leviatán have rotated in, and by the time they go for this hit, and Tom, it does look like they're still going to go for this hit. There's going to be 3 players waiting on site, 2 rifles as well. This is not an easy take by any metric, and JitBoyS has gone down ahead of the take. Now aspas is farming on the site. 4 already, dropped by primmie and left to a 1v1. Already a successful bonus and a chance for a little bit more with Tex on the outlaw.
Tex is playing it patient, though. All in all, a pretty successful round already for the side of Lev, but at this stage, you've still got your sniper. You're going to sit there and hope that you can take this one over the line. Flash is going to give the game away, and he's teleported quite far from the site. And he's not got enough time! Oh, no! That was the goal.
He's using it.
Immediately used, and we'll have to force kiNgg back. The rest of the team making their way through middle, but they've left Governor behind. He's trying to catch someone as they rotate, and actually, the whole team is going to rotate. They haven't pulled anyone, though. Haven't moved. That kill's so important. Mazino, we've spoken about him being a hero, but it's only going to be the one. The trade, fantastic, and the best opportunity we've seen so far. Ban, trying to play aggressively, though, and that might be a problem.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out. primmie grabs their eyes, and the
Governor, as a solo lurk, eliminates him. Is great, and look at the economy already. Okay, Governor, he's feeling it with this neon. They've taken down aspas as well. Well, this round is already over.
Yeah, pretty much. You're down to Calm and Mazino, weak weapons to try to clutch it back. Last round 2, aspas tried to use the showstoppers.
I think there was a slight upgrade, at least for Mazino, so they'll get closer to the spike, but ultimately, he's going to win a 1v1 with a classic.
There's no need.
Not falling back, and he is. He's going straight back for it. Past the Molotov. kiNgg's trying to bait out the idea that he's retreated. He's still going forward. He ran through all of the util. Okay, I've maybe a little bit of an injection of fear, but the rest of the team have still capitalized. primmie holding his ground on the flank. They've kept this advantage, but for a moment, as Crws again attempts to TP, this is absolute chaos. Back into a 2v2 scenario. Ult popped as well by primmie, and now it's just one. Again, we talk about this man. The Prince of Pacific, the new blood, but I don't even know if he's going to peak this in time, and not quite quick.
You know, you can pump the brakes every now and then. A timeout for Talon on the back of that round, and somewhat expect.
And this time they haven't just executed off it. Maybe they were scared away. JitBoyS, though, is going to be challenged, but this guy's aim is so crispy.
Icons on the map, that might be exactly what we're going to get. Still sitting around mid is Crws, looking for the fight. Paranoia goes through. That's ultimately just keeping players in position on A. The full executes the B site. They're going to bypass the pit and leave Calm basically out of the round. He has to fight from a not so favorable angle. Instead, he's just going to give it up, drop the pit, and play the retake with his squad. But the re-pit from Talon, that's secure in spawn side.
The thing that's working out is first, they now know everything they need.
All the rifles stacked up. Thrash in heaven, ready to be fired out as soon as that deep space is taken. There's the fast lane. That is actually a Dizzy fired up, and a drop down. That's Governor gone. aspas doubling up, and then Tex comes into the fight. He's being pressured. Actually swings out a little wide. kiNgg's there for the trade afterwards, and with 12 seconds left, the pressure's on. Crws needs to go for it. The shorty's chasing him down, grabbing a rifle. I think they'll TP to A and take a quick hit.
The thing that makes me nervous is just the ults. The defensive side have so much to play with. They didn't need the Thrash for the last round. Orbital Strike available. They've got a showstopper. You can't be hitting this site late. And while it's going to be 40 seconds, Talon make their move.
Yeah, the rotations are already in. Leviatán again stacked up. They try to pressure after the ult goes through, but kiNgg, Tex, Aspas, they're all here. And there's still one man that's flown under the radar. Talon have JitBoyS on 26 HP. It's fair to say their responsibility sits. The dog's just gone down B long. It's seen absolutely nobody. Rotates now back to A, but this is the first time in a while that Talon are finding the site relatively undefended. And the kill goes in on the other side of the map. Chaos for Leviatán. They're picked off left, right, and center. Mazino has the pressure on him. The whole squad coming towards him. Bar JitBoyS, who's left behind. A flash on the left, a swing on the right, but the dash keeps him alive. A little slide around for Governor, and with 7 HP, keeps the 5v1 in fruition.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of what Governor's doing is just irrational and annoying, but when you're sat on the other side, it's so difficult to play against. For kiNgg, the finances are good. You're going to be going into the last round, so you might sort of try and challenge this. And then they fall back and they just wait for him. Because he is going to push that, because he's succeeded doing it for 4 rounds in a row.
That is the adaptation. That's what we wanted to see. An early strategy of their own, because I see a stack up towards this B site. Ult used by Governor. The finger guns are out, but JitBoyS still having that success. Every time they push an angle, this guy's holding. He's good to double up and then some. Mazino's going to try to deal with him now. Oh, and he's turned at just the wrong moment. But it doesn't seem to matter too much. A 4v2 with Governor's pick.
kiNgg's ult, it's been online for a while. I think Mazino's still wary that they could be on the other side, but the plant's going to be denied. That will allow for a rotation. The fact is they could still go back if they wanted to. A hero desperately needed for the side of Leviatán, otherwise Talon will have at least been able to close the distance from the way that this half started. I don't know if they're going to be given anything, although a few fights offered up to kiNgg.
Still a flash for Ban if they need it. Same thing for primmie. Governor doesn't seem to want any help. Going in for the fights by himself. There's the primmie flash.
And I think JitBoyS did a very good job of just this incredible sort of B at the beginning of the round. This looks like almost a direct counter to whatever pistol they think their opponents have got planned. And the stun, decent, but they don't get anything off it.
Yeah, Tex was waiting for primmie's peak, but even as he swings out now, he's caught. An opening duel for the side of Talon. They keep their control. And the players still looking to get aggressive around here. There's no need to rotate all too heavily. They've got themselves a nice early advantage. The question is now, with 4 players on B, as the timer ticks down, do they start to rotate?
Players over towards long.
4 long.
It's weird. They're almost playing this like an attack. Like, let's group up together. We got one lurker, a Viper, on the other side of the map.
Here we go.
And well, another one coming up. Mazino trades one, but Ban's done well. Com on the lurk. But he probably knows now that there isn't going to be anyone else here. It's whether or not aspas can actually retrieve this spike.
No blast packs to get him in and out. And Crws quickly takes his head off. Com's flank all that remains of the round. And like you said, the spike is down. He's going to have to probably TP to go and get that. That would give him away. Instead, he's rotating the loud way, the long way. And, well, Ban has already spotted him. He's put in a box. 20 seconds left. 4 kills. Spike plant. And next to no time to do it. The spams are really what it comes down to, and there's a man right behind him with a knife out. No, okay.
And a very quick take coming out of Lev.
A snake bite blocking out the backside, but Governor's up top. Looking to execute one of these players with the Marshal, deal some damage, but he's forced back by the spams. Leviatán get control of sight. Plant in, no flank, but they're watching it with Com just in case. Snakebite already used, like we said, so there's a little bit of post-plant utility stripped from them. But in this round, you're going to look to do the damage with the rifles. There's a judge on JitBoyS that's going to have a tough time in taking anywhere else other than lamps, and so he's following the dog straight through, already tagged up, and they give up the space. Little tap from aspas as well. He's making it costly in terms of health, but now he's dropped. Quick peek by Governor's good. Decoy reveals the position of Mazino, starting to connect the dots on where these players are, and Mazino wants to make a play, but straight into the entire force of Talon. kiNgg steps up when needed. His 4th kill, and an ace might be needed, but the molly buys him a little bit more time. Up quickly as Governor, dashing around, but kiNgg's got him!
And you're like, maybe if those 2 guys don't turn up. What I say to you, I was like, what about kiNgg?
Yeah.
What about kiNgg?
Yeah.
They needed him. They desperately needed him in this round because, again, Talon are just grouping up like a death ball.
That was
and the
nuts.
thing is, every single time, I think they're starting to realize how much of a gamble in these rounds are being taken by Talon. And because of that, They just have a free amount of space. Now, the good thing for the side of Talon is not only do you still have Xiao's control, which is about to be fought for, though the shot is missed, and now, well, Governor's under real trouble. How has he done that? Oh, Com has just been absolutely destroyed. He's been made to look a fool. This man is in the spawn fighting absolutely everyone. They can't quite deal with him, and perfect synergy off the paranoia alongside the... Okay, finally, he's been dealt with, but so have the rest of Lev. There's no choice. Mazino has to save.
You can see with the tracers, yeah. Primmie's got that angle on lock. The wall goes up, and he'll take the space. I like this push, especially because he doesn't actually have a gate crash. It's already already decayed.
Right. Yeah, he's taking a risk. Oh, it's a nasty surprise for Com, but a trade back again from kiNgg. This guy has been on point. 45 seconds on the clock. Seekers being popped as they look to make their move. There's the operator again from Governor. Seemingly unstoppable. Ultimate's going to be there, but doesn't last for long. And now aspas steps up to the plate. Puts them in an advantageous position. And Ban, whoa, he seemed like he was unaware. But he actually wins that fight.
The wingman's got the plant in. Mosh Pit and Molly and Orbital Strike online. Thrash just in case. Talon need to move quickly to get back into this round, and Ban on 8 HP won't really contribute to that being possible. They're waiting in case there's someone close by. Maybe not yet realizing the post-plant setup they're about to run into. Here comes Orbital Strike to start it. It's halved, but damage is done. 25 and 8.
Oh, no.
In goes Thrash. I actually thought it would be a different order to this with the Mosh Pit coming in next, but they need to be quick now. The Mosh Pit's a little bit late. They've already got it most of the way, but the diffuser killed just in time. kiNgg has saved the day, and Ban is going to save on the other side of the map. That was a little bit too close. I felt my heart
connected. Luckily, even if we were nervous, it seems like kiNgg is the safest pair of hands. And what, aspas? I think the only surprise from aspas in that round is that he doesn't get the third kill.
So close.
Primmie is not moving. He is standing his ground. Paranoia, but I don't think the timing was there. I don't even know how Primmie has gone down to that, but I guess we'll need a replay of that one. Even still, that's the advantage they were looking for. Governor has to be dead. Yep, not going to be able to reload quick enough. And Crws still lurking within the smoke. Has a little bit of support, but they do have to be wary of other angles. Mazino taking the fight, but not overextending. Doesn't want to give the game away, and the timing for Crws wasn't great, but he still got both kills. Tex and aspas gone. They now have an advantage.
No post-plant utility either. This has got to be defended with pure brawn. Inside the smoke, Mazino. Oh, it's beautiful! Up until that point, but he got there in the end. Reload in, low HP on one, but Ban's there. Having to clean sweep back through, as we said. Oh, that's heard, that's heard. Com was, I think, just close enough to get that sound cue. To have an idea there could be a man behind enemy lines, but they're focusing forward instead, leaving Com to watch the flank.
Smoke's being thrown down from afar. Information definitely there. Looking like they're going to try and play this one as a retake, and you can understand why. Seekers are online, but also it's just that late positioning. Com actually has Viper's Pit, but in the meantime, he has taken out Crws. It's not pretty from Tex. He's only going to get the one. He's done a lot of damage to Governor, though. Ban keeps things even. The trade's back continuous, and Primmie, he's got to be careful. The edge of this smoke that's about to fade. Com is waiting, and aspas is watching. It's left all onto Ban to try and fight back, but
yeah.
our
doing him dirty.
production is toxic.
I love it. I love it. Oh, here we go. aspas, he's straight in and straight out. No one else able to fight him. Mazino's gone through the wall. Ban's doing a hell of a job. And now you might even think about taking it another direction. Viper's Pit is up, blocking out Com's access to sight. And indeed, the spike is making its way backwards. Even then, okay, it is a retake from Talon on that side. Maybe the Pit can help out in the post plant. What's kiNgg, 2 away? Won't be getting an orb all that easily. In fact, he might be getting an orb, but just from the death, down to 24 HP. He's ducking. He's made it.
Just about. I like the fact that Talon are not particularly committed on the A site. They've gone, okay, we're going to stack up again. This is something they've done throughout the half, is really take risks with where they're putting their players, but then be happy to play the retake. And in this case, it makes a lot of sense. You've got Dimensional Drift online. You've got the Overdrive for Neon as well. Like, these are ultimates that can take space so ridiculously fast You go, okay, you can have the site. And especially an ult like this, normally it's a death sentence, but with Yoru's ult, it's a little bit easier to clear.
It may help. The concerns, though, Snakebite and Molly still online for the side of Lev. kiNgg playing far away, just looking to drop that in. Stop them where they start. Let's see if the ult certainly is catching them, but it's going to have to be primmie to do the damage. He sees the shorty. He knows what he's up against. Flash goes in. Second flash, and the spray from Calm doing so much. The commitment from primmie gets him one, but Calm still breathing. And now a chance to bring this across the line. It's only ban remaining. This round was looking favored to Talon. They had it all. And the pits dropped. Ban's caught one. And with pit down, he has to go quick. He has to get on that here and now. And he realizes there's just no time to root Calm out of position. Looks like Calm might not survive, but he's done enough.
Nothing. There will be no ults unless Ban is going to get an insane multi-frag. And on the other side of things, Showstopper is close, and they've got the orbital strike.
Well, they've got the site control too, but Hookah's still in the hands of Talon.
Where's he going?
He's gone straight in, and that was not the play. Tex was very ready for that one. I mean, Crws' TPs have been interesting. Spray down, not great for Mazino. It does damage, but doesn't take down the players. Aspas, though, with the wall bang does. And that's a little angle they weren't expecting. JitBoyS up top. He's made it work before. He's pulled back some rounds. Ban on the side, luckily corrects in time, but he's the last man standing. Couple rounds in a row, tapping away at the head, and he's not going to get a free opportunity. Mazino, well, maybe he will. We get ADS on that. The 3 players to deal with, time against him, rifle in his hands, and economy low. Saving might even be the play that he's going for, but the flash comes
Talon have fought tooth and nail. They've proven that they can compete. That all becomes meaningless if you can't get it over the line. Aspas, Showstopper out. But speaking of out, the entirety of the opposing team are already set up for the retake. Ban, 1 kill will gift them Seekers, get them that information. The problem is, the retakes have been solid. Molotov actually used early from kiNgg just to try and deny some of the space as they now attempt the retake to keep them in the map.
Still some post-plant utility. Still got the molly that was fired out, and then kiNgg gets a double on the back, just swinging in. Every kill for Leviatán, barely a scratch of damage, and it's left to Ban.
As a duelist, even your initiator to an extent can be. And primmie, well, we've always talked about Battle Sage. That's an interesting wall just to get them the opportunity to fight and ignore heaven. That's the only plan of it was to try and fight Com, and it succeeded. They've only just spotted out the cam, but they're going to get themselves into the afterplant, and Tex is going to have to wait a sec before he can break the door.
I'll tell you what, these guys are not worried about what everyone else does. They're playing their own game out here, that's for sure. Talon losing Ban in the back lines. They send back primmie to try and deal with Aspas, and he's done exactly that. Good round for primmie already. Let's see what else can be done. Governor, oh, he's caught by Mazino. That's the double kill that puts Lev back in it. And with Crws on the site, he will not last long. Isolated, primmie's gonna go for the ace. The wall drops.
Elsewhere, the setup of Tex and the sheer delay that they have on that side of the map, the wall is gonna section anybody off from helping quickly, and the pressure is gonna be on.
Well, the pressure's off Tex. He's taken out immediately. The reveal was dangerous, but they're safe behind the wall. Ban out with the flash. Not able to convert on the back of it, though. Has to slow it down slightly, and the spams are doing damage. Crws and JitBoyS down low, but not out of the round just yet. And with the plant going through, the advantage most certainly sits with the attackers. Retake for Lev. And it's not going to be extremely strong. Most of their utilities already being burnt up. Perhaps, I mean, even the recon, that's 15 seconds left. It's going to take some time.
It's going to take too long, if anything. I think they might just have to make their move or go for exits. And well, the exits, if they can pick up an extra rifle, would be nice. I do think there's a realization, though, from the side of Talon that, okay, we need to start working to get out of here. We need to make sure that we're not being locked in. We're going to be able to escape. And well, you can see Mazino attempting a couple of things, but it is all too easy for the side of Talon. No damage done whatsoever. primmie still fragging away. He's already got his res online. It's not like he needs it. He's had it for a while. And for us, the problem, though, is that Aspas is somewhat stuck in this corner. And, well, blink and you miss it. 3 dead.
Well, I don't know how you recover from this one. Mazino hoping that they run into his trap, but that's not going to be the case. Big rotation. He just about misses his window. does feed the information over, but look at the mid play from JitBoyS. He's there at just the right time. Calm left alone, Odin in hand. This will be a play that I'll remember for the rest of my life if it works out. But so far it has been a little rough, as it has been these last 2 rounds for Lev. I mean, Talon definitely stepping up to the plate in the early half.
Yeah, I like how patient they're being. Again,
a challenge that Lev may find very tough to play against. Again, it's not what they've played in scrims. I'll tell you that for sure. Probably the first time Lev are coming up against it, unless they've had a crazy ranked game. Spam close for Calm, but they've managed to evade it just about. And so the site control and the plant goes to Talon. The advantage, not quite there, but Lev have to push into them. And aspas is miles away.
Primmie, I feel like we're back on day 1 Ascent. Yeah, we're watching over the top of the wall, but doesn't quite get anything. Com does, though. This time the spam has connected. They're going to work out where Primmie is as if they didn't already know, and he couldn't quite get the second. It looked like he was almost bang on, putting things into an advantageous position for that defensive side on the retake, and the shots just aren't connecting. Crws trying to clean.
Often it's a very different ball game, but in fact, I think it's Lev that have been most surprised, most put on back foot. Wall up, and the res coming through as a result. Undeniable. Crws is back in the round.
Yeah, again, you see these multitude of res as JitBoyS still has another opportunity. Aspas, though, is lurking around. A wrong angle taken or given up. In fact, it's going to be the flash. Not a bad trade, but even still, they lose Crws. This time, they can't bring him back.
Well, JitBoyS goes down, and JitBoyS is back in the fight. Has a little bit of time to try to make this happen. Watch out for Deadlock. Already popped the ult, looking to detain somebody, and in fact, the player dies to the wall bang of Calm, who's pulling out the classic for a little bit more. JitBoyS denied a second wind, and Primmie 80 HP. Spike down, 40 seconds left. Trap waiting on his left side if he runs down the stairs. He's heard it, so he knows he can't even stand there and shoot unless he finds the trap first. Nice shot onto Calm. Now the spike can be retrieved and site can be approached. Maybe the plant goes through, and a retake with kiNgg and Mazino, 2 very strong players. But it's an opportunity for Primmie to show what he's worth.
Spike planted.
We've already seen some impressive stuff. This would have to be the best, and
it's too late.
Oh, here we go again. Wall up on both sides.
And Hunter's Fury. Nice.
And that's going to lock them in, stuck in position. Com's already going to find an opener, and there's nowhere for JitBoyS to go. Primmie, though, still on top of the wall, has managed to put this back into an advantageous position, and even better one. The only real issue for them now is that time. 30 seconds left on the clock. Com is waiting. In fact, the rotation's coming in from kiNgg. Back to the back of the site, exactly where he thrives. kiNgg is trying to slow them down, but it's going to be on Com. Everything's on Com to try and hold the line. The reposition, he's wary that he's being surrounded, and he is slowly closed in, and it's Primmie with a 3rd kill of the round again. 13-4 right now.
As soon as you're walking into trap wires.
There was. But even still, this has nothing to do with the play. They're going back the other way.
Well, here's a chance for Calm again. The spams as they make it through the door. It's a little late on the setup. Instead, he's going to be trying to catch them, I guess, deeper in. Lots of pings coming in from Talon. Tex catches JitBoyS and corrects on the Crws. Ready for someone to be up top while Calm spams away to ban and dodges the Hunter's Fury.
Mistake. Obviously, that happens.
Aspas, he's about to be flashed. I can tell you that for sure, because it's what happens every time. But this time, he gets his ones.
He might have had more up kills blind than being able to see.
In
like,
this
there was
map,
another
I think
one
so.
On the B site as well.
Yeah, I think, was it Ban as well? It was Ban's flash.
Yeah.
I don't know if he killed Ban.
I think it might have been. An early advantage there again. Com's taken quite a bit of damage. I guess the counter spams have forced him to fall back, but well, let's be real. Every time he's fallen back, he's become deadlier by the second. It doesn't look like this time there's going to be a flash, but there will be a smoke. However, Tex is watching.
Camera taken out.
Here.
Now they look for this split once again.
Oh, they just suppressed Tex. The trap wire on B lane's not active anymore, and Governor's able to swing as a result. 17 HP. Calm almost got his counterpart, but instead, he's the one spammed down, and Tex has to recover! He's got a double, and kept them in it. Blade Storm active for aspas. He has the operator, but he's using this to be the tip of the spear. Already fired off one knife, and no success found. Paranoia goes through. Crws and Primmie sat on site. Smoke goes up. That keeps them with a little bit of protection. I like it from JitBoyS. That op's not going to be quite as effective, and even the Blade Storm, a risk will have to be taken. aspas swaps out to the rifle. Now here comes the blitz. kiNgg's coming in from the laneway, from the stairs, pardon. The laneway is the blade storm. No, their shots don't land. It's messy.
But he has died almost every time.
Yeah, the results haven't been there so far. Still, good early half for Talon. Let's see if they can convert something later on. Caught in the net. Van will go down. He's not had a good time when it comes to early duels. Rifle recovered at least by Crws, so they're still in fighting form. But there is going to be a challenge now with this heavy of a disadvantage with 2 Sentinels on the other.
Someone gives them the fight, and someone will. This time, no flash. And aspas, he's just about made it back. If anything, his opponent's smoke has actually helped out a little bit. The wall is going to be there to at least block him off, but it's even whether or not it's worth just holding onto the guns at this point, Mitch. I'm not certain that trying to play this 2 versus 5 is really worthwhile left for Talon.
It might be better to just hold on to the rifles, I agree with you. Especially for the players that are alive. Those are the ones that have the low credits. It's whether they'll be able to or not. They use the wall up on mid. They're known to be around that position. kiNgg was here quick enough to guarantee that they're either locked into that spot or
10 seconds
they've
left.
gone short. Now he realizes quickly where they actually are as the wall breaks. 6 seconds left, and look who's close. Mazino. It's Tex from far to find one. Mazino's hot on them. They know Primmie's here. They've revealed him, and the swing.
It's been a singular round since.
Well, the utility will be cut out to start this. Talon looking to approach, but, well, aspas has other ideas. That shot almost lands. A block of ice gets in the way, and the second shot not quite quick enough. He can't go up and over with the updraft, but does some serious damage. Governor, well, he's getting healed up quite a bit. He'll be back up to 100. But primmie has lost his life in the meantime. A little off angle that they weren't expecting. Mazino grabs it, Crws is down, and now they're looking to seize that last player.
Oh, an early push even coming all the way through B and gone. Well, he spotted it. He's seen it. He's going to call for the cavalry. They're going to try and fight this. They want to brawl with the side of Talon, but for now it's just an even trade. And Talon think better of it, but it's pushing them back in towards Tex, who is now hiding within the site. It seems like they have an idea. Van definitely has an idea. Unfortunately, he can't do anything about it, and now they're going to continue to battle and brawl. Mazino lost, but Tex is going to get that spike, and they're waiting for JitBoyS. It's left on to primmie.
A man who can definitely bring this across the line, even in a tough situation like this. Leviatán need to be careful, and they don't know where he is. They've found it.
They've gone in their favor this time. A lot of utility.
30 seconds left.
And they now have to go for this. Mazino leading the charge. Shock darts being used to try and soften them up, but it hasn't caused too much in terms of damage. 2 kills or more is needed for this to be costly. There's already the first for the trades. Coming in thick and fast. How has primmie come out with 2? It's now left on to just aspas. Into a 1v2 scenario. And this is the special from Crws. He loves to go for these pop flash plays. Even still, it's only going to be the 1-for-1 trade. The ult was lost in the middle. Governor waiting. It's another kill with the Odin and the spam back.
He's going to have to do it by himself. If he goes down without a kill, this round may be favored to Lev again.
He's, again, just holding an off angle. He's not going to get hit, but it's kiNgg with the drive-by. Odin gone, sight gone, and it's going to have to be the retake. This was looking like a solid position from Talon, but it's very quickly divulged into an advantage for the other side. And with the TP online for kiNgg, he can reposition late into the round if needed. But it seems like with the attack side Odin, they're going to hold that back site.
Yeah, now this is where the trouble begins. You've already used the reveal at least, but Calm just firing out shock darts. A little misread on how quickly Talon are looking to take this. Only now stacking up and making the push. They've caught Calm, they've caught kiNgg. It's aspas to do it all. Keep that. You're going to do it with a flash. You're not going to shift walk it. You're going to swing it. That's when the trap's going to get you. Nice shot by Tex. Well, that's the man that you need to take down. And the best part is he can't bring himself back to life.
Yeah, no matter how many kills he gets. Oh, he's going to get caught. Annihilation utilized. There's nobody even remotely close to try and deny that one from happening. That's an easy kill for Mazino. A lot of the time that ult will go astray. Governor rotating into position, but they're going to be revealed. JitBoyS is going to try and catch a timing, and he has done just that, but he doesn't get anything for it. The movement too good. The pop flash is great, but so is the net. Well, Governor, it's going to be the same again.
For this short push, Lev just about to walk around the corner, and it's a clean shot from Ban. Although the Hunter's
Oh.
Fury is activated, looking for some victims. Nice kill coming in from JitBoyS. The numbers stay favored for Talon. And they've got the control. They've got control with the wall inside B main, but they've rotated fully, leaving that side of the map open.
Yeah, it's mainly middle where the biggest threat will be. I think the timing from primmie is pretty much perfect.
30
I mean, he
seconds
knows when
left.
that wall is going to break, makes his way back into the site before anybody could possibly get through. The only problem is middle, and there you go. It's been completely abandoned. Governor will fall, puts things back into an even scenario and puts the pressure back onto this young man again. 14 seconds left, they've dashed past, but he's repositioned. Looking to hold the line, and aspas obliterates him. Not this time. 2 remain to try and pull this back for Talon.
Oh, they're still going to try it. Crws ult not that useful here realistically, and with JitBoyS walking it through, the flash was there to fight out of the smoke. They didn't expect someone to be in it, and running through his own nade. Crws going to try to make it work. Paranoia forces him back. He's got support though. Crws is holding it from the side. He's been spotted. Mazino needs to decide whether he wants to commit to this, and it looks like he does. Caught Crws. Down he goes. Can be revived, but the time's starting to run out and no one close enough to do so. That's a player down.
Doing it again.
Leviatán 5 versus 4 with control over the A site. But yeah, JitBoyS had some serious success here in catching them off. He couldn't find the kills, but this time it's different.
It's only going to be the one, though. And then that's the problem. It almost seems too little too late. There's going to be aspas just executing primmie, and he wants a little bit more. Feeling it at this point. Plant will finally come in, but look, the wall is blocking off another. And aspas just holding onto the angle. Got so much still to play with JitBoyS. Well, he's going to try and bring himself back from the dead, and he will. But they're just running away from him. They're avoiding him. They want him to try and make a play through this, and in the meantime, aspas just still holding on, just waiting for death. I love the way that they're utilizing this deadlock. And well, Ban, they're just going to wait. Yeah, go on. Oh, nice ult, bud.
Well, at least he gets to run it back. Another chance.
They could have walked it back.
Leviatán, you're making me a deadlock fan, and I almost hate you for it. And there's some serious ideas behind this squad. Talon as well. They've been interesting, but here is their final stand, potentially. Already one man down. aspas grabs Crws on the quick blitz. Mazino follows up as well. Governor and primmie, 2 big players in the last map. And for this squad now have it all to do. 5 players to take down, 3 more rounds after. It's not an easy feat, and it's left just to this man. He's shy of an ace. 4 more kills needed to lock it in, to close this round, and then look for 3 more. It's a long road back. And it looks like Leviatán have done it. The time ticking away, and 3-man firing squad waiting for the swing.